Hi everyone, this is Denise and today I'm going to be performing the lab for instant ice. I am going to kind of run through this quickly before my water bottles start to thaw out a little bit. So the first one I'm going to go ahead and attempt is a phase change where we're able to see the liquid that is semi-frozen, and with just a quick jolt it's able to crystallize and form water crystals into a solid. So here we see the liquid, right? Liquidy. You see the top? Perfect. And if I jolt it, quick jolt. Oh, there it goes. It's starting to form a solid. I don't know if you guys can see it. There it goes. Yay. So perfect. That one worked. Awesome. So that was one way to make the instant ice that we saw in the video for this week's lab. Another way to make the instant ice is to go ahead and take this cold water and pour it over already formed ice cubes, okay? And the purpose of this is to see if this could create a form of crystallization on top of the already said ice cubes or the formed crystals. So what this is supposed to do is basically just add on to its structure. So I'm not really seeing that happen right here. But I can also try with a different water bottle that may be a little bit colder. See? This one's not either. Try a different one. This will work. So definitely this slush one is not working that much. So this is, oh shoot, this is definitely going to be a fail for me. Especially because I did not want to wet my computer on this one. But I am wearing scrubs today, so I guess that's a benefit, but not my computer. Okay, awesome. Okay, so that one definitely didn't work. The next one we saw was if you place cold water into a cup, and then after we obtain an ice cube and just put the tip of the ice cube inside of the water, it's supposed to freeze the whole cylinder with water, or freeze the whole cup with over with that ice cube. So here's the cold water. Perfect. Oh, now I have slush everywhere, which is so funny. And I'm gonna get my ice cube real quick. Right here. And then I'm gonna grab this piece of ice and I'm just gonna put the tip into the water. And it's supposed to help freeze over. Just the tip. Oh, okay, I do see it kind of freeze. And there it goes. Starting to slowly. Okay. So, that being said, I felt like this was a fail, my first real fail in this class with the slushy water and the ice change. So basically what was supposed to take place is a formation of different forms and phase changes of water. Unfortunately, that did not happen in my experiment. However, I do want to explain to you a little bit about what was supposed to take place. So everyone knows that water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, or does it? So let's see. Water is typically full of particles, so that's why we're going to go ahead and use the purified water, and that's why I did use the purified water, purified water in this experiment. And that usually those impurities will hinder the action of crystallization and the process of it. However, this purified water doesn't have those impurities. With nothing inside the waters, it kind of helps this experiment out. However, the energy generated from the first hit, so the one that actually did work was the very first one, where I was able to hit the water with a slight jolt, and then you could see basically the phase change actually take place from its somewhat liquid form to a hardened form, as we saw in the first experiment. So the energy generated from that hit that I gave on the side of the bottle forces the water bottle to become super cooled water molecules to form a crystal in a process called nucleation. So the nucleus ice crystals is all that it needed to start the chain reaction of the actual crystallization process throughout the entire bottle. So shaking the bottle or just jolting the bottle had the same effect. So that's why it was important for me to kind of hold the steady hand while I was walking from my freezer to make sure I didn't jolt it on the way over here. So, and what was supposed to take place with the ice cube, the air bending portion of it, was supposed to take place is the crystals were already, some crystallizations were already formed inside the ice cube or inside the bowl. So if you can see here, this is a crystallization. And what was supposed to take place was the water was supposed to build up and be able to be capable of transforming the cold water. It was going to be able to form that crystallization lattice because it was already created here. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So pouring as the supercooled water hits the ice cube, the nuclei in the bowl, the crystallization was supposed to spread upstream as it gets poured onto the pile, and the latent heat that is released during the freezing process stops it from freezing solid. So, and then the third one was supposed to be me dropping the ice cube directly down into a glass or just touching it on the surface. And that one didn't look like it took too much effect either, but that's just basically the ice cube touching the surface. Provides the nucleus needed for the supercooled water to freeze completely. So eventually it was supposed to freeze completely. But like I said, this was my first failed lab experiments out of all these weeks. And I'm kind of sad because of it. But however, I did give it a try. I also made sure that I left the water in there for the 2 hours and 45 minutes. I tried to make sure I walked straight while getting the bottles out. I'm not too sure if any of my other classmates had any hard times with the last two. Since we were supposed to perform 3 of the processes. So I'll just keep an eye out for that. Thank you, Professor, for watching.